Check, mic check. Are we on?
Live.
With this on?
Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all.
We on? We got a new guest in the house. Stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Some good, some bad, some funny. But stick around, guys. Hold on.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday, happy November, and it's early, the few days till Thanksgiving, the 25th and Thursday. Are you guys ready?
Definitely.
Definitely. Well, we got the. I'm not ready. I know, Carla and D3, you guys are gonna be busy on Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is DJ Kid Mango. We've got Carla and D3, and we got a new guest.
Yes, Nikki.
Can we call you Marine Nikki?
Yes.
Can we call Marine Nikki? No, I'm sorry.
No.
Fellow veteran, and
Sympathize,
also
Nikki.
a coworker of mine in the massage therapy industry.
Guys.
Yeah, she can do some mean cupping and some. That
Mean
didn't sound.
cupping,
That,
that
that didn't
sounds
sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Um,
I have never had cupping done
Way
before.
better
I
than
don't
it
know,
sounded.
man.
yeah.
I had hot.
What you cupping?
Right.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, it's a
We
whole
already have a
lot.
hard time legitimizing
Mail
our
me
business.
too.
Nobody knows. Okay. No, cupping as Chinese medicine, which is helps to relieve tension in your back, bring out the toxins, bring out the blood that is usually the helps to heal your body. Sometimes in your back you get stagnant, right? And just us working every day, doing activities, our back starts to get stuck. A lot of toxins start to accumulate in your back, and as you can feel your back, all the tensions right here in your, what do you call that? Your triceps up to your what do you call that, Nikki?
Right.
Back?
Traps.
There you go. Yeah, sorry. But cupping, man, so deep tissue, right? We push in. Well, with cupping, we suck out, push out.
And what are y'all sucking out?
So we're releasing like
Toxins
your
and,
fascia, your muscles,
stagnation.
Yeah.
stagnation, and gets stuck in your back of your body. So some people don't have really good circulatory
Blood
system.
circulation.
Yeah, circulation, and so that helps to alleviate some spot. It's like a sewer system in your back, right? Sometimes it's just stuck somewhere, and That's where usually we have pain, we feel achy, and we get the cups, and then goes right over the problem area and just stucks it. But also brings the blood out to the surface where it helps to heal those part of the body that you get stuck in. Anyways, I do recommend it. Me and Nikki have different ways of doing cupping. She does the fire cupping. I do the more of the silicone cupping where I'm just scrubbing your back. Bam, bam, bam. Anyways,
it's good.
You gotta do it. Try it.
I'll ask about fire cupping later.
Yeah.
Yes. Like it hurts.
Yeah.
And you'll sleep like a baby.
You sure will. You sure will.
Just like if you had a gummy or something, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much, man. Man, I've been taking gummies. Like, look, I'm the wrong person to take gummies. I close my door, I lock it, go to lay down. It takes forever, right? It doesn't take forever that gummy to kick in. So it's like 2 hours later, I'm already knocked out asleep. So,
I
but
can't confirm or deny those.
yeah, I know. It's is it legal in your state? Up there in Maryland, it's not legal.
No, only if you have like
If it's
you
like
got
glaucoma.
a card or something like that.
Medicinal, that's about it.
Yeah.
Medicinal. All right.
Mhm.
All right. So we've got some great topics. There's 3 of them that we already been talking beforehand, me, D3, and Nick. But one of my favorites, we all grew up, I'm pretty sure same with Nikki, we were latchkey kids and we watched a lot of TV shows, right? Did you watch a lot of TV show? Okay. We've done a lot of theme songs, but you should get this. So I got one you should know right away. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, name this TV tune. And D3, if you know it, let the girls answer. Ready?
Yeah, that's
Goes, ready?
Well, we're not supposed to know anything.
Are you ready?
No, I was just telling Carla that to make me calm down when I was growing up, my parents would actually turn the TV on, then I stopped and I knew every commercial. So
exactly. Oh, we should do commercials. Okay.
Ooh,
Do that.
yeah.
All right, ready? A horse is a horse, of course,
Mr. Ed.
and no one can talk to a horse, of course. This is, of course,
You
a
said it,
mess.
please
The
stop
horse is a
singing.
famous mister.
Oh, Wilbur.
Hey, Wilbur.
I'm mad they used to call me Mr. Ed.
No,
when I
Nikki,
first got
you
my
ever heard
birth
No.
cert.
Never
I mean,
heard
I know
that?
what you're talking about.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
horse
get it
they
in
used to
time.
put peanut butter in his mouth to make it look like he was talking.
Nikki,
Yeah,
you never
exactly.
seen Mr. Ed before?
Yeah,
You
I
never-
have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mr. Ed, American television sitcom produced by Filmways, aired in syndication from January 5th to July 2, 1961. So it didn't have a long run. And then on CBS, it got picked up October 1, 1961 to 1966. By Mr. Ed. The reason why I watched Mr. Ed, obviously, it was a rerun because this came out in the 60s. I was born in the 70s. It was reruns. You know, like Nick at Night,
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
or I think TLC would air older TV shows and all that.
Mhm.
White Shadow, remember White Shadow?
Yeah.
Dude, that was my
I remember that.
my TV show. So
I
Mr.
remember
Ed,
the name of it, but I never watched it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love
and
Jeannie.
That was when TV actually turned off at midnight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And then at midnight, it
National
goes.
anthem? What's
The
that?
national
you
anthem
put
comes
the-
on,
Yeah,
and
you see
then
the
there's
flag and
that
everything, but it just
poltergeist
boom.
snow.
You get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I actually
You wake
buy
up to
stuff.
it.
I actually, buy it now to go to sleep.
Yeah, you sure do. But you remember that
He said,
one the one thing they used to have on there, that
Don't be
one
jealous.
commercial used to scare everybody. It's 11:30. Do you know where your kids are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The hell?
This is a test of the American Broadcasting Emergency System. This is only a
You see
test.
and it's color bars.
Yeah.
When I was a master controller in for this broadcast company in Georgia, if you see color bars, that's a problem. You don't want to see that. That means they don't have something on the server that's supposed to switch back from one program to the next, or they're missing the timing is actually off. Yeah, color bars.
Go
are not
pile.
good.
Good
They
grief.
said color bars
Oh,
you're
yeah.
supposed to step over the body. That means if you see color bars and whoever did it, that person's basically dead and they couldn't watch the playlist. So if they're not dead, then chances are they're gonna be fired in a few minutes. So
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, that's
it's serious.
deep.
Yeah, 'cause you got a lot of those companies that pay big money just for commercials.
Crazy.
Paying bills because they forked out all types of money and they don't want to see
Yeah.
color bars. Every specific second has to be accounted for.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why you
That's
see a lot of
crazy.
the same commercials that they go back to back. You're like, why they play that again? They didn't have
Yeah.
nothing else.
They had to fill
They
it.
decided to play. Yeah.
Yeah. The first old Batman Wow.
Hey, Flo, you remember
My favorite
when,
show is Knight Rider.
hey, Edwin, you remember when Knight Rider was dope. You remember when Spider-Man couldn't talk? They said tune in next week when Spidey goes meow, 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 and he couldn't talk. It was on Electric Company. It was
Electric
perfect.
Company, yeah.
He couldn't talk.
Morgan Freeman, hey, you got.
Yep. And he had a leather jacket on and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't make TVs look like TV shows like that anymore.
No.
Well, I'm just
It's fun to
watching.
learn.
I'm all
You know,
trying to think.
I think the problem is right now versus then, there's only a handful of companies making TV shows, right? Like 3, 4, 5 channels, whatever. Right now is like, what the fuck do I watch? What do I watch?
Too many
You got,
possibilities now.
yeah, there's so many possibilities. You got that Archie and Arch, the new Archie, Riverdale. What is this? It's crazy.
Shout out to my dad. He loves Gunsmoke.
Woo!
So
Sabrina.
can we talk about like the ratings, like the PG-13 and the how different they are now?
They are like
A
Blood,
rated
True
R
Blood.
show is
I
like
love
that.
True Blood. First season, True Blood.
Yeah.
The
But-
PG-13 is different than
Kids-
PG-13 would be rated R when we grew up.
Kids would not shouldn't be.
It was
watching
like
this stuff.
you could not go see that movie if
Mhm.
you were
Wow.
under 17.
Any
Oh,
horror
man.
movie or nothing like that, you wasn't getting it. And they would literally
No.
ask you what your
And they were
parents
like
were.
strict. I used to work at the theater. We were strict. Like, you look like you 16.
Mhm.
Out of here.
Need some ID.
All right, guys. So we've got a couple of topics here. I need you guys' help. So obviously, we're going to be touching on the Kyle Rittenhouse in Kenosha shooting. The verdict came out a couple of days ago. We've got some fun stuff, crazy stuff from Auntie Shaka. Auntie Shaka.
First off, it's Saraka Khan.
Sharaka Khan.
Saraka Khan.
Auntie Stephanie just performed together, and that was kind of crazy. But we do have a special guest, Carla. She sent in a video portion, and this is the first time ever debuted here on Highway 54.
That's
Carla,
right.
intro this. All right, go ahead.
That's right. You see it first right here. We got Gladys the baddest, right?
Yes, sir.
And she-
It's Gladys, the baddest.
Man.
What's up, party people? It's your girl Gladys, the baddest, and we're here today just to give you my little brief synopsis of the week. First of all, rest in peace to young Dolph. Okay, they didn't have to do my man's like that. They did not have to take him out like that. All he did was get some cookies. Honestly, that really hurt me. Like, I didn't know there was a little beef going on in the rap world. And he's not even like a problematic rapper. So that was the part that confused me. So I found out after that happened that they went to young Blacksters or Black Youngsters. Oh, God. I'm not that old. They went to Black Youngster's grandmother's house, shot up the house, and then they went to Yo Gotti's people's house or one of their businesses and shot up the business. That's crazy. And it happened right while Young Dolph's body was still in the parking lot of the cookie restaurant. It's crazy. And this all happened in Memphis earlier this week. Ridiculous. We got to do better, okay? It's too much stuff going on in the world for everyone to be killing and shooting each other over nothing, okay? I mean, don't get me started. The rap community is something else, okay? We just all need to bring it together, okay? We're a unit, okay? We got other stuff to worry about, like Kyle Rittenhouse, but we ain't gotta talk about him because you know what? That's it. That's all he getting from me. That's it. In other news, can we get into how ghetto adulting is? Carla endorsing let. So let's see. The word of the year has been shortage. Okay, we have plenty of shortages. Okay, we had a salt shortage. Shoot, there's a men's shortage. Okay, because I can't find me one. I don't understand what's going on. But right now, did y'all know it's a car shortage going on? I'm in the market looking for a car, and I need one ASAP. But they don't have any cars right now. I went to a couple dealerships, and apparently there's like a microchip issue or like microchip shortage. There's literally no cars in the lot. And let me tell you what the people are doing, y'all. Let me tell you, because it's crazy. They are inflating the prices, but you know what they call it? They call it market value adjustment. Ooh. I called the guy, right, to find out more about about one of the cars they had or cars they had in stock. And I said, so what's your inflation price? This man's like, it's not inflation, it's market value adjustment. Now, sir, let's stop playing these games. We know what you're doing, okay? Because you're not making that much money, allegedly. So you're trying to like run it up on us consumers. We ain't got that much money. We can barely buy a car now. It's ridiculous. Oh, and guess what else? Pre-owned cars cost just as much as new cars. Okay, it's crazy out here. Adulting is ghetto. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the shortages. Can we get it together, America? Like, y'all just set us millennials up, okay? But God got me, and I'm in the car. And that's Gladys with the baddest. That's my little tidbit for the week of what's going on. See y'all.
All right. Gladys for the baddest. So my theory behind yeah, there is a car shortage for a lot of reasons, right? D3, you can back me up here, but
they set us up.
Yeah, during last year they stopped production, right? And they stopped production on a lot of factories, right? It was like all over the world. It was like a couple months to a year. So they stopped that. Now they're trying to catch up. Well, it's not like overnight. Like not everybody can just make a car like tonight and ship it. Then you got to ship it out, and then people got to pick it up, and then you got to pay all the taxes, and you got to write all the paperwork. So a lot of the shortage that's happening now, we feel it now more, is because middle of last year to the end of last year, a lot of factories stopped. And, for a lot of factories, they are 24/7, They start making stuff in January for stuff to be shipped in the summer of this year. That's why. That's one factor, right? Is it stopped. They stopped. A lot of companies stopped, and now they're picking back up. So yeah, there is a car shortage. And is just because that, whatever, and also there's chips too, right? Some chips has to be separate from the cars. So those chips
apparently all of them do, as far as for the new cars, because I went shopping with Gladys last week for her car. I was about to cry, like I couldn't get a car. Like,
oh my God.
It was terrible. When I came home, I was mortified. I was like, babe, they really not.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, it is really, really bad. So it's like, what's the point of even buying a new car? I mean, a used car when it costs
double
as much or more than a new car.
Yeah.
So then I'm wondering, so then it makes you wonder too. So are chips in all of them, whether they're pre-owned, used, or new? That doesn't really make any sense.
The past 15 years, I think, maybe even 20 years, the cars of those era had started to have chips. Now almost all the cars have chips. Almost all. And vehicles are marked up.
Yeah.
But also at Long Beach, or on the here in the West Coast, a lot of the shipyards, people are taking advantage. The unions are trying to get their way. People are not working. People quit. And also people just taking advantage. Like, oh, we can hold it. But if you want this container, you're gonna pay X amount of money. Shipping. So now Biden, what he did is he's charging for every. I don't know the full details, but I'm just kind of quoting here. For every container that's out there on the waters that not being put on a truck, they're charging $100 a day each container. The government is. So is that going to help? I hope so. I see stuff being stocked right now. I mean, Plaza Bonita, our mall down here, Nikki, Nicole. It's full. I mean, people got stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I see a lot of trucks coming in, so something's happening. Time for Black Friday.
That's one thing we noticed too, that they was talking about different shortages. Like she was saying too, there's even found out that there's a wing shortage. They had a wing shortage, so that's why Wingstop is now doing thighs now. Because for a while they had a wing shortage. And
Are
even
you
my
being
cousin,
serious? I can't
really,
tell
Being
you.
serious.
even my cousins, think about it, but because last year, even my cousins in Delaware, where there's a lot of chicken processing plants,
Yeah.
they had farmers that actually they were telling them, because trucks weren't running, they were telling them to euthanize the chickens that they had because the chickens were being kept on the farm and they're maturing too much. So they had to euthanize some of them because they couldn't get them to the packing places.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
So, but now there was a shortage, and it's crazy.
I think it's a combination. It's not just one thing. Like, people being greedy, people just returning back to work, people.
Well, anytime like the news says, "Oh, there looks to be a shortage in this area," everybody goes panic buys. So
yeah.
it's like, okay, leave some for your neighbor, dude. Like,
Yeah, because the wings at Costco used to be like $21 for 10 pounds. And now they're like
it's
a lot higher.
It's
really,
if you can find them.
But yeah, like Arias is saying it. Yeah, they did show a commercial earlier about Rick Ross, because he owns a lot of wing stops, and they were saying that they're actually having, instead of boneless wings, sometimes they have thighs too.
wow.
Just like they had a gas shortage before, and they had stupid people that were putting gas in plastic bags and putting it in the trunk.
Stupid.
How dumb is that?
Here's that wing shortage here.
Yeah.
Moves more wings than the boss, Rick Ross, and Wingstop. But now that there's a national wing shortage, guess you're done hustling. Huh, Rick?
Nah, we doing thighs.
So Rick Ross owns a Wingstop or several Wingstops. Doing thighs.
The hustle continues with Thigh Stop. All the flavors you love.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, personally, I approve that message.
Well, he likes thighs.
I like thighs.
I am
more
a
than
wing
other,
person.
Yeah, any other part of the chicken, I like thighs better. So that's.
I like wings.
If flats go out, I will not be able to live.
You better get your thigh and get the
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Away.
Yeah, you're right, Edwin. Yeah, there's a shortage of truck. There's a multitude of reasons why
Shortage
we're
of
not getting the
everything,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
All
just,
the way around.
Especially because also like when it comes to shipping now, like everything is like a delay. So Christmas is gonna be madness. Yeah, I hope y'all sent out Christmas stuff in
For a while, there
August.
was a shortage of people going out to actually go get crabs. In Maryland, we're known for crabs.
Oh,
So they had a
wow.
shortage for a while of people actually going out crabbing.
Wow.
Oh man.
Of course, that price of crabs per bushel or a dozen went up.
Well,
Hopefully it gets back.
expect the new year to have a lot of stuff. Probably like a lot of stuff that's supposed to be shipped now or in here. It's going to be during the month of December and January, a whole bunch of stuff. So there might be some good sales. I'm not sure. They might just eat the cost because they rather get the cost than like try to make wait to make money. So after the New Year's, you're probably going to see a lot more sales than usual. So don't spend all your money on Black Friday, which is what's coming up, or Cyber Monday.
Hey, I've been, as far as Black Friday is concerned, I've been remote for over a decade. I don't go out there for that, man.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, that's true, Edwin, because I remember talking to Arias, and she was saying that she worked for FedEx, and there's one FedEx place where the FedEx drivers have to actually load their trucks themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
So seasonal UPS and probably FedEx are in the same boat.
Wow.
Man. Okay. Let's get on to the topic that I think everybody here has their 2 cents worth. Hopefully, we won't talk too long about this.
We're not going to talk about this little boy.
Okay, here you go. Stand by. Well, my sigh of angst, or not really, it's not relief. It's like we kind of already knew what was going to happen with this verdict. So, jury finds a couple days ago that the jury finds Rittenhouse not guilty in the Kenosha shootings. Listen, Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted of all charges last Friday, after testifying he acted in self-defense in the deadly Kenosha shooting that became the flashpoint in a debate over guns, vigilantism, I even say that word, racial injustice in the U.S. Rittenhouse was 17 at the time. He was 18 when the verdict was announced. He began to choke up, fell forward toward the defense table, and then hugged one of his attorneys as he heard a court clerks recite "not guilty" 5 times. The sheriff and deputy was whisked him out of the back door. I heard that the National Guard was called out in preparation that something might happen. Guys, what's your thought? What do you think?
Y'all can go first.
Where do we start?
Now, I can see not guilty in some of the accounts, but okay.
No,
here's
none
the fact.
None of them.
Here's
none
the fact.
Of them.
Oh, here's a fact. He was 17, right? From another state, right? He had no license to carry, whether to carry a gun or concealed. It was an AR-15. He was a young adult, not of 18 years old, by himself. His mom dropped him off across state line. So I don't understand how that's not illegal or a charge, right? Which is the least amount of charge if it's like an accident or not premeditated? You know, is it manslaughter? I think, is it manslaughter, or like they acknowledge that you killed them, but it's not
but
murder.
It's not. You didn't go there
his
to
father
kill
lived
them.
where it happened. He said he was at his father's house.
His father lived in Wisconsin. And his mother lived in another state.
So I don't. He has to be breaking the law somewhere. That's what I think. Like, he cannot be found acquitted on all accounts. Like, I could see. I guess we have to look at the. What was he getting charged for? What was he on trial for? Is what I was reading, right? Like, is he on trial for self-defense? Is he on trial for, premeditated murder? What is he on trial for? Like,
it goes back to what the prosecution should have been doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I noticed that they pulled up all of the good things he did right before that. Whereas if it was a person of color or a Black person, they would have been what they had been doing,
like Michael Brown,
20 years before.
Like Mike Brown, for instance. And what's the guy that died and the police lady shot him?
The guy in boat.
He was in his apartment.
Yeah, he was in an apartment.
Yeah.
Both
Both them Jones.
So
Same thing with Terrence Crutcher.
Yeah, you look at all those. He wasn't doing anything, but these people, like, they get a lot less. They get a slap on the hand, not even a slap on the hand, but just by okay. But then when it comes to us, like, if you look at a lot of the Black kids that have been executed or have been locked up for so many years for having like weed or just something, simple. Yeah. But you can take 3 lives, but you went there with a machine gun or
AR-15.
Or AR-15.
AR-15. You went there to do something. You had that on your mind. You were trigger happy anyway. The way he was running up in there, he was trigger happy anyway.
I see it like this. Yeah. Oh, no, but go ahead.
Have you guys seen it's been all over Facebook, like the things I didn't know about the Kyle Rittenhouse case? And it was like, I didn't know that his family lived like 20 minutes away, or I didn't know that he helped, put out a dumpster fire right before it crashed into a gas station surrounded by people. I didn't know that, he was engaged first or something. Like, it has a list. And it's like, But would that same thought process be going into a person of color?
Hell no.
It wouldn't. And we know that, but we can't prove it, because we would need the same circumstance to happen with the same exact thing to happen in the same exact area to see.
But for a lot less, we get locked up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I know.
Yeah,
For walking, for
less.
going for a run. Yeah.
Like, gosh, if that would happen with us, oh, I don't want to hear nothing. We wouldn't even be on trial because we would be dead at the scene.
Truth.
That's what would happen.
Truth.
Yeah.
100% truth.
So here's the charges. So first degree intentional homicide, not guilty. Attempted first degree intentional homicide, not guilty. First degree reckless homicide, not guilty. First degree recklessly endangering safety, not guilty. And the last charge was first degree recklessly endangering safety.
So see, it's a self-defense case.
Yeah.
Can we talk about sex or something? Because I don't like
this.
Yeah.
Basically, guys, look, I think all of us going to agree. I'm going to sum this up real quick, is that all we're asking here is equal.
Equality.
We're not asking for more rights.
400 to 500 years.
We're not asking more than usual. We're asking, as minorities, equal rights under the law. If this is the law being presented and prosecuted and defended, then we should all have this opportunity equal under the law. That's all we're asking.
Then it would be like the purge.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
I think it just set a precedence. Basically,
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to find out.
Was really good.
It is.
What was it?
It is.
The last purge that happened.
The last purge. We should have a purge. Actually, this kind of is the purge right now. So, all right. Well, that's our 2 cents worth.
Next.
Yeah, I don't want to really speak on this because I'm gonna get pissed all over again.
Yeah, he's gonna get pissed and he's gonna go and I already know it.
No.
So
we're asking 40 acres and a mule reparations.
Okay.
We sure is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Carla, we had Queen Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills. I think probably either the first time they've ever come in years together under the Verses. I've never heard this, but I'm looking. So tell us about what happened tonight.
Okay, so basically Verses, for everybody that don't know, Verses is 2 artists, 2 great artists, legendary artists most of the time, that will get together. And at first it initially started off as a competition, but it ended up not being a competition. Everybody just ended up showing love, which we love each other. You know what I mean? Contrary to what some people say. But so anyway, Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills, it was their turn to do the verses. Now, backstory, they weren't going to do the verses. Both of them said, oh, no, we're not going to do that because they already denied us and we're not going to do this. So my whole thing with Shaka Khan, I am so Shaka, but I think that they ended up talking her into it. And when they talked her into it, she was probably backstage like, bitch, first of all, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Because, you know, I'm a whole legend up in this piece, you know? So, but anyway, Shaka Khan was either so drunk or so high. I don't know
or both.
which one it was, but she had on heels, and her manager, they were so thoughtful though, because they came out and they put on boots. Stephanie Mills was her wing woman, and that was so sweet. Like, if she would have fell, Stephanie would have been there to help her. I mean, oh my God, Stephanie is so sweet. I'm that Stephanie too, so I got like a mixture. But I would have been shocked that night because she was fucked up. She was, how was she doing, man?
She looked like she just came up into the club.
So it's actually on YouTube right now. It's 2 hours worth of them singing.
We just one.
Yeah. That's Stephanie Mills.
The chair.
What is her? She does look a little drunk though.
Little.
A little bit. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh my god.
You know when singers like do that too many times, you're like, hey man, we want to hear you sing. I don't want to hear you sing.
That's right, Carl. She is 68 years old and can do whatever she want to do.
Yes.
But my
This is
68-year-old auntie told me just because you can, don't mean you should.
But she did. So wait, play this.
17 years old when I did this show.
This one, yeah?
No. I think of a resting place. A place where there's peace, quiet, and serenity. And that's where some of my friends have gone.
I love you.
That's Eddie King Jr. right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, oh, that's her song. Yeah.
God bless you. And God bless you all. God bless you all.
Oh my goodness. Chaka.
Yeah. When I think of home.
And you didn't have like.
It reminds me of that.
You know, I was 17.
Reminds me of that Yoko Ono with Jimi Hendrix and John Lennon, and Yoko Ono's in the back with a tambourine. You can't really hear, and all of a sudden she picks up the mic and goes, "Wow, wow!" And Jimi Hendrix like, "What the fuck's happening here?"
And you know the most disappointing thing for me about that night with Shaka, I loved her. I loved everything she did because I was in tears. I was mad she didn't sing Through the Fire. And that's really that is my go-to karaoke song that I be fucking up. Like, I mean, I can't sing it, but I mean, I'll try. So
Can't do no worse than what you were doing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She probably thought she sung it though. She probably thought she
Well, yeah. So versus Night of the Queens, that was last Thursday. Two R&B veterans. You know, those guys, girls, those artists came out 70s and 80s where there was a lot of competition. And then there are sometimes even there's a story about Diana Ross being, you know, queen of the night. But a lot of times it's part the artist and part of their AR, right? Their managers and all that, trying to make a controversy, you know, just for marketing purposes and stuff like that.
well,
So a lot of
she got
times,
it.
yeah.
She got it the other night.
yeah, Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, you know, you got James Ingram. When the
What
boom of
is it?
like,
She was like,
yeah,
the-
the boom of
She like a big red monster on a Bugs Bunny.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
oh she
we're-
does. She
When
sure
they wore the
does.
sneakers.
like, tell me more about my eyes.
But Shaka, man, you know she always go to Japan, right? She was always in Tokyo.
I never seen her when we were in
At the
Tokyo.
Blue
Like
Note.
drinking sake.
At the Blue Note, she's always at the Blue Note. She's at these jazz halls in Japan and Yokosuka in Tokyo. Anyways, I've always thought about we need to watch Shaka Khan before she gets too old. Same with Madonna and Stephanie Mills and who else?
Yeah, it's like somebody check on Shaka, Charlie Wilson, because I need to see Charlie Wilson again.
I need to see him. Need to see Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Oh yeah.
Think about it. There's certain people within or certain groups within verses that can't nobody really compete with them.
Mhm,
I mean, can you imagine somebody trying to compete on a verses with Quincy Jones?
yeah.
Not good.
Mm.
Not good.
Mm.
Can't nobody can reach that level.
Quincy might touch him on the thigh.
Wait. Quincy.
That ain't my business. That ain't my business.
Sorry.
Just play the song, bruh.
No, that's
Just
I
play
ain't
the song,
surprised.
bruh.
Yeah, ain't surprised.
Too much.
All right, so Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, check them out on YouTube. Actually, the whole 2-hour versus. You tell us. She was, yeah, you can tell she was.
She
drunk.
was there, but not there.
She was there.
Yeah. And then her daughter came out. The first time her daughter came out, she appeared okay. She couldn't really sing all that well. But the first time she came out, she was okay. Like, you know, I guess she was trying to create her cleavage like her mom really got tig old bitties. But her cleave didn't look right. So no homo. So anyway, the second time she came out, she had what?
You sound like Gladys.
So no homo. But anyway, the second time her daughter came out to sing with her, she must have went back and was drinking the same thing her mama was drinking.
Oh wow!
Because when she came out, man, I was just like, y'all need to stop. But anyway, I say apple doesn't fall.
No.
Yeah, but
don't put it on everybody else.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious, and I think that is a must watch.
Yes,
I'm about to watch a little bit after this.
Yes.
So,
the little part that I did see is amazing.
So, fun fact: Stephanie Mills, I believe, was the original Dorothy
on Broadway.
On The Wiz.
On Broadway.
Yeah, she was not in the movie.
Not on The Wiz.
No,
not on The Wiz.
The Wiz, the Broadway show.
Help me out, Ariel.
The Broadway version of Wiz, not the movie. The movie,
not the movie. The movie was Diana Ross.
But
yes,
Stephanie
but
Mills was actually on Broadway.
Yeah, exactly.
Diana Ross, Nitzy, that was an all-star freaking cast. Michael Jackson.
Which goes back to Quincy Jones doing the score on that.
Oh my God, that was so amazing. Like I showed it to my daughter. I showed my daughter The Wiz when she was younger. First. And then she ended up watching The Wizard of Oz like later. And she was like, oh my God, they took it from us. And I was like, no, baby. No, actually, we just jazzed it up a little bit.
We made it relatable. Because I couldn't relate to the other one.
Put a little flavor in it.
Stephanie Mills. Yeah. Oh, Stephanie, how many songs does she have that hit the charts? I Feel Good All Over.
She did
Rush on
The
Me.
very first song she did on Versus was with her and Teddy Pendergrass.
What You Gonna Do?
Hearts.
What You Gonna Do? Ah, that's her
She's
Sweet
severely
Sensation.
underrated.
Wow.
Definitely
Or Shaka Khan has Angel.
Oh,
Stay.
Shaka Khan is a whole legend.
Ain't Nobody.
Yeah,
does
Breaking
it
Two.
better.
Remember that?
Feel for you. I feel for you. Oh yeah. Also, so the next battle of Versus I'm gonna start watching now is December 2nd with legendary Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. That's on Thursday, December 2nd. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, on December 2nd versus.
I might have to pass on that one. I don't know.
What you gonna do?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads, and First of the Month. After that, I'm like,
what?
First of the month.
I got after that.
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia.
Well, check them out. Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills versus event was
y'all missed a lot of good verses though.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was good, but y'all missed a lot of good, like Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. When Bobby pretty much told Keith Sweat that he was like too drunk or whatever, I was like,
yeah.
The verses they did with the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire was
that
amazing.
was dope. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds
good.
good.
It was somebody else that was on it, like the best one. Brandy and Monica wasn't bad either.
Oh yeah,
really?
I heard about that one, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
And if you're a rap fan, I don't know if you remember the rap that we remember, Nikki, but Jadakiss.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Then when they were going against
Dipset, Locks against Dipset. Oh my.
Ooh.
You
guys know
who? Go through them.
Do you guys know DJ Cassidy? Pass the mic.
Yeah. Pass the mic is nice too.
It's kind of like that, and they're not against each other, but he calls on these artists from all over for like a few seconds, right? Literally, he started off on his own, then he got picked up by BET. Now it's all more commercialized and all that. But here's a little taste if you haven't. DJ Cassidy. It's pretty cool, man. So it's kind of like versus. Yeah.
Tamia be jamming.
Tamia.
I love that. What is it?
All right. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. And the CDC, we all trust the CDC, right? Right, Nikki? CDC says don't wash your turkey. Why?
Where my mama at?
Barbara, Miss Barbara,
Yeah, where are you at,
do you
Mom?
wash a turkey? Who washes a turkey?
I watch
Don't
a
listen
turkey.
to anybody else but what we were taught. Like, just stop. We
Yeah.
are alive today and well. Sir.
Okay, I got a problem with that. Now they can talk about not washing turkeys, but they don't say nothing about nobody putting raisins in potato salad.
What?
Get your priorities
Yes.
right. Get
Get
your
'em
priorities
right,
right. Do what you
exactly.
do.
Drop
Okay.
the mic. Like,
You got too many irons in the fire.
Yeah.
And wash your rice, please.
Yes,
You-
wash
You,
your
you,
rice.
if you're gonna
Yes,
cook
get
rice
the
in a
water
pot,
off.
please wash your rice.
You got to range it off.
You gotta rinse
Yes.
it off. If the water is cloudy or whatever, you can wash that stuff.
Wash
Mhm.
that starch off, please.
Mm-hmm.
that's
So the
insane.
CDC in prevention warns anyone preparing a turkey for their Thanksgiving dinner, don't wash it. It's the same advice the CDC has been giving the public since 2005. The federal food safety expert explained that washing raw meats increases the risk of cross-contamination and could lead to food poisoning like salmonella and Campylobacter or something like that.
That's because they nasty.
I got
They
a
must
question.
don't wash their utensils and stuff.
I got a question. I'm the type of person that sometimes you have the question to answers, right? Thing is, cross contamination. The word cross means something is with something else that it shouldn't be, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're washing or actually wrenching off your
Wrenching.
turkey and you're not touching anything else and you actually clean your hands, how can you cross contaminate something else that might be done or something else that's raw? You can't
It's-
cross something if you practice good hand washing, you cleaning surfaces.
They don't wash their
Basic
hands.
The
cooking
same way you're
skills.
doing with Corona is the exact same steps that you can use when
You
dealing with
should
raw
use.
meat. Come on, man.
Period.
I was born at night, not last night.
So we all wash our chicken, right? Everybody washes their chicken.
I do.
Do you wash your chicken like this?
Not like
Not like that.
That's how I clean my motherfucking
No.
chicken. That's how my grandma showed me. My mama
No.
showed me.
Oh.
What you do?
What we
So
do?
you put a little bit of Clorox. It has to be name brand.
Who be
Clorox,
washing their
this way it
chicken
will
with
not taste
Clorox?
right. Once you put your Clorox, you're gonna take
I
a
thought this
little
is true.
bit. I mean,
Is
maybe
this true?
about 2 drops of the Dawn dish detergent.
Or someone trying to get some people
This
sick?
is not real, right?
2 drops.
It's not real.
Once you do that, you're gonna soak it around inside of your mix, move it around until you see the water look a little bit hazy. That
that-
means the chicken is
is
now
that-
clean. Then you're gonna
is that a
rinse it.
secret?
Right here, my chicken started going down my drainer. I had to bring
No.
the chicken back up.
Oh no!
Stop it. I am not okay after that.
Mom says she always wash her meat. That includes her turkey. Dad, you're
What?
smiling. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay, I read that differently.
Bruh, sometimes you have the question to answer.
wait, Mama Bora, I'm sorry, I read that differently. You always wash.
Wash your meat with a turkey.
What meat? Whose meat you be washing?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
But the moral to the story is wash your meat.
No comment.
You should wash your meat.
Wash your meat.
Walk around here with your pH bad.
That's a great advice. Wash.
Not with
Wash your
bleach and soap, please. Please do not do that.
Turkey with a bad pH.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Woo! Thanksgiving.
my
It's gonna
gosh.
be a little bit different this year.
Yeah, we have 3 turkeys, and all 3 of those turkeys are going to get washed.
Mhm.
Not
it
with
should.
bleach and not with Dawn. We're not doing that.
And they won't be washed with other things, and we won't wash our hands or do anything or touch anything
And not
else
cross
without washing our
contaminate.
hands.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's
They
crazy.
act like you're gonna have vegetables by the sink while you're
Right.
No, they acting like you got
chicken.
chicken that's already fried and done in the same sink as raw chicken. Come stop.
Yeah,
They're not even on the
no.
same counter. They're not even close to each other.
We don't
Come on,
even
man.
prepare our turkey with everything.
No, it's
Like,
all,
I mean,
meats are
That's
separate.
the last thing that we pretty much cook, really, because
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
fried, we're a fried turkey family. So
Oh yeah. Oh, fried turkey is good.
Oh, save
if
some
done,
for me.
if done correctly, yes.
yes,
Done correctly.
well, what you
So-
trying
So
to
yeah. So bottom line,
Oh.
wash your meat.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Wash your meat and wash your hands.
Exactly. You gotta wash your meat. I mean,
you gotta wash your meat.
Squeaky
Please
clean
wash
meat.
your meat.
right.
Meat
Whew.
wall.
Everything's curving, guys. All right, so last story here. Millionaire Pooch selling Miami villa once owned by Madonna. I have to... Nicole,
What happened?
I read
tell
this
us here.
story. This story is about a German Shepherd who is, I think, the great grand dog of the actual inheritor of this estate.
Yep.
So his owner passed away, but didn't have anybody else to leave his estate to, or all of his
money
to, and left it all to the dog. And then from that dog came other dogs, and now there's
$100 million to a German Shepherd.
He's selling his Miami, Florida home for $31 million a dog.
This dog has
he has multiple properties.
I got a question.
Yes.
I always got questions.
Yeah.
Is the dog making these business transactions himself? Number one. Number two, does the dog have a power of attorney? Number three, does the dog literally have an inheritance that they signed over and had notarized and all this other stuff too? Number four, did the dog roof out what the actual sale price is? I'm not understanding.
I want to sell my house.
There's too many heads. What do you think? 3 million?
So the name of the dog is Gunther, the German Shepherd. He is number 6, I believe. The dog that inherited is Gunther the Third, his grandfather. The grandfather inherited over $500 million, including property. This dog is a descendant of, obviously, there is a conservatorship, pretty much, a board of people that watches over this money that he collects. But this dog has a handler, has a chef, has a groomer, nanny, wears a diamond. Well, I don't know if he wears a diamond.
He's living the life.
Yeah.
You better not say nothing about me spoiling my dog.
I mean, does he need a wife? I mean, at this point.
Girl.
Doggy style.
So this
you
dog
could be laying on her side and wake up in the morning like this.
So
for $31 million, ma'am.
You want a sugar daddy, sugar doggy. You want a sugar doggy?
Cut the check. Cut the check.
Oh,
you be on that board.
Did you get that article that I sent you, Floyd, about the California couple that vanished, stealing millions of COVID relief funds?
Wow.
And leaving their kids?
What? No.
Yes, they left their kids.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in California because earlier this week, remember we were talking about those people that were trying to scam gas.
They left a goodbye note to their 3 kids.
Oh my God. Okay, Californian couple vanished after stealing millions in COVID-19 relief funds. They left a goodbye note for their 3 kids.
How old were the kids?
It don't even matter.
No, but please tell me they're like at least legal age.
Yeah, so how old
so,
are the kids? So many, this
the kids are 13, 15, and 16.
No way.
FBI is looking for them right now. Richard is 43 and Marietta is 37. Tara Billion, they're either Spanish, European.
They really said forget these kids.
They really,
they chunked them the deuces. Oh man.
So the note says, "We will be together again one day. This is not a goodbye, but a brief break from each other." What the
left them no money too, right?
You mean to tell me they had all that money and couldn't afford a babysitter?
Couldn't afford a friend, nothing. Like
$20 million.
Need you to keep them for about a month.
Crazy.
All their stuff that they need is in their backpacks.
Oh, Floyd, show that one say fuck them kids. But no, that's messed up though. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Like they could not be that bad. Now there are some kids that.
No, that's just
But-
that's just.
Well, see
different.
that kind of questions everything. All of us, like, what would you do for that amount, the right amount of money? What's the number
Nah.
that you would
Oh, what?
say?
I'm not. But if I
Sorry
got
for
that,
Not for
the
my
sorry,
kids.
my French.
that
So fuck
money,
it.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
leave
be on the
everybody.
lam. Why would I do something to be on the lam? That's
Well,
stupid.
okay,
Once
if
they
you
catch
won
you can't have access to that money. Now you're stuck in the system.
D3, if you won $800 million,
Yeah,
would you be gone? Would you be like disappear? Would you like?
I'm doing that now. For real. Before we bought this house, I specifically told her, "Look,
You got $1 million?
I'm hustling so I can disappear." Real talk. But if I got responsibilities as an adult, I'm not
At least
leaving
at the
them.
Wait a minute,
moment.
you said disappear. You're talking about with me, right?
Like you
Again,
don't take her
I,
right.
I said, disappear. We live out in the boonies.
Floyd.
That's part of it. You just can't pop up around here like I was in the neighborhood. No, you don't. You were trying to find me. What's your angle? What you want?
Exactly.
Fuck them kids. $20 million.
No,
You can
no.
make your own
That's my
kids.
thing, though, but
Again,
if I got
No,
responsibilities,
I
you
work
can
so
buy some
hard
of
for
those.
these ones.
you can buy
I
some
can't.
kids. Go ahead,
Floyd,
Carla. Yeah.
What about the one with the hooks? Did you get those? That one?
That's kind of woo.
That's
Is that risky?
it's beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, really. I mean, I could show it, but
It's
What?
risky. Nikki
He
didn't
said
see it.
hooks,
Huh?
and now I'm like scared.
yeah.
Go down.
Let me check if I got it. Hold on. give
I'm
me one
like,
second.
at what point do you get to
Yeah.
like you've reached the level 13 of freakiness and you want to go to the next level?
I can't show it, but we
Yeah.
can talk about it. So, do you guys know, like in I guess the Indians do that. They stick pins in their backs and their skin, and they hang from the rafters or from the
I've
ceiling.
seen
All
that,
that. They're saying that it makes you hallucinate.
I've heard that before.
Well, I guess it's a trend right now. I really
Oh.
can't show the video because it's pretty graphic. But and it like ooh, like it's like 8
Can I show it
millimeter.
on my phone? No.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead, show on your phone.
Okay. Let me see where I sent it to you. But yeah, I just wonder, like, how do you get to that level of freakiness that you hold on, I gotta pull it up because I sent it to you. When did I send it
It's
to
just
you?
like the body modification, though, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much. But this is more intense. They're doing it with as a couple.
Ooh.
Wait, did I send it to you on
like
text?
we're doing by text. Yeah, it's like group massage or what it
couple
It's
couple
worse than
massage.
acupuncture. I don't know where it is. Floyd.
They literally, in a nutshell, they're both hanging with hooks in their skin, pulling their skin, and they're just dangling like a
Oh.
ceiling fan.
I got it right here.
I mean, like really.
And are they looking at each other, like twirling, like in the
Yeah, they're
air?
just looking
like,
at each other, but
Okay.
they're just sitting there floating. I'm like,
Got it?
really, though?
I got it.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Like, bruh said, "Hey, come through. I'm gonna hit you."
Oh,
with that
shoot.
yo-yo." You know, she was probably a freak. She
Oh,
probably like,
no.
man, wanna
I wasn't ready.
And then she turned into a little yo-yo. Look, I don't know if it's because I'm big and I know if I hang myself up like a damn dream catcher.
Damn.
This is like a saw contraption. This
Yeah.
is why when you go on dates or you date person, you better understand their culture. You understand?
Oh, man.
It's like
What do you get out of that?
Hellraiser.
There's no penetration. There's
Shit
nothing.
happens
What do you
with
get
that.
out of
It
that?
might be 19 baby mamas. Be ready. You better train for that. And likewise, if you black, you got your
Oh, my God.
Ain't about that.
You ain't got no choice. You made that decision.
My stomach's hurting.
So when
Look,
she decided
bruh,
to date
that's a
this
lot
dude
of stuff
that
hurting.
wants to be a damn X-Man and be stretchable skin.
That does not get you closer.
Ain't no reason why your skin is stretching like
Like,
Okay, that's enough.
right.
That is
So-
nightmarish.
At what point do you get to? I mean, what point in life?
I
do you-
mean, did they talk about this? Was this first date? Was this like
It's like,
That's
honey,
what you do.
so we tried peeing on each other, taking a shit in each other's mouths. You know
was
what?
there
Let's take a
steps to this?
step further.
I mean,
I want to know who's filming them and who hooked it up.
ooh.
Had to be two other people up in there.
Did they find it on Groupon?
Oh,
What spa?
Oh.
What spa? What spa is offering this? I want to know.
Hanging mechanism.
'Cause I think Carla and D3 are about to test us out.
Like, how long did it take to latch that?
Yeah.
Like, were they?
There is no
You
way.
better keep them fish hooks to themselves.
Yeah, you won't take the vaccine, but you'll hang from the rafters, a body to a body, skin to skin.
Acting like a ceiling fan.
Like, how was the
Yeah.
advertisement? Yeah, like how was that? Like, how do you find people like for that?
Ultimate role play.
Are you
Ultimate
same old in the bedroom?
Guilty.
Join us. We'll actually
Yeah.
hook you up to where you'll be hanging like a ceiling fan, with a hook, all up in every crevice that you can imagine. Join us today. Operators are standing by.
And the prize at the end is the wash your balls contraption.
Yeah, you gotta wash. You
Oh
need to
my
wash your
gosh.
meat while you're suspended in midair.
And then after that, at the end, Nikki will cup you.
You get cooked. Cooked and cupped.
And Barbara will wash your balls or your meat.
The hook 'em, cup 'em
She
special.
said they definitely found it on Groupon. Baltimore Groupon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Highway 54 on a Sunday, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Give it up for Nikki, everybody.
Woo, Nikki,
Thank you for having
you
me.
that girl.
Thank you so much. Join us every Sunday here, 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Carla, D3, thank you so much. Have a
That's
great,
right. Wash your balls and wash your meat.
Wash your meat.
great... Wash your meat. Please wash your meat. Report back to us. All right, guys. Have fun. We'll see you guys on the flip side after Thanksgiving. That'll be the last Sunday of November. So Christmas is just around the corner. Have fun, guys.
And they can stay there too.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
I'm black every.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.
I don't know if